These are our camera angles here. We've got camera 1, which is in the client's bedroom. Then we have camera 2, which is the stairway going up to the client's bedroom. And then camera 3 is going to be the living room. And then camera 4 is actually shooting up to the loft area just outside the client's bedroom. There's been a lot of different claims, and all 4 IR cameras are hot and ready to roll. Alright guys, so we're going to head into the location now. Me and Kevin Keel, there he is. He's also got a video recorder as well, camera, so we're going to head in, do an EVP session. We got all the lights out. It's about 12:10, and here we go.
You recording it?
Yes.
Every time I look at my screen, I lose my night vision. In my real eyes.
That's easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and roll on the millimeter here. Okay, for those of you that don't know, EMF is just stands for electromagnetic field. It's just something that spirits are said to be made up of. A lot of times when you get spikes, paranormal activity normally occurs just then. The beauty part about this particular instrument is that it gives you a temperature as well, which right now is reading at a 76.5. When the temperature drops and you get a spike of EMF, normally you can correlate those to paranormal activity. And we're just going to kind of walk around here and do kind of a baseline reading. Okay. And we've got Pat at base camp here. She's watching the cameras. Kevin, it's a flat 0 in this entire house, at least right now. Temperature's still steady. Alright, let's try and go up the stairs here. And see if we can capture anything. Alright, it is better just to use your LCD screen. Okay, this here, okay, 0.2, 0.3, that just went from a 0.0, now it's going back down.
Stand on, let me go K2.
Okay, go for it. Alright, so we got a spike here, and it's holding steady. Okay, now it's going away. That was a point, it was at a 0.3, and now it's at a 0.1, now it's gone. Let me check in the same area here. Yeah, 0.3, 0.5. Okay, I was getting the fridge. Just I didn't realize that the fridge was so close.
The what was so close?
The refrigerator. That's what was giving off the EMF.
Yeah,
there you go.
Fridge.
So that's definitely the fridge. But that's good. At least we debunked it. Okay. Kevin, I would just use the wall and kind of skirt up it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little easier than...
What's your head, buddy?
Gotcha. Okay, we're going up the stairs. Just don't look at the screen when you're coming up the stairs because you won't see anything.
No, I'm using the screen for light.
video here. Okay, we got a bunch of different instruments that are out on the bed right now. We got the millimeter, K2. We've got 2 different digital recorders. So hopefully we will catch something. And right now we're reading 0.0 and 79 degrees up here. So let's see if we can catch anything. Can you tell us your name? We've got 2 red lights up here and a green light. You can speak into the red lights and we'll be able to hear you. What kind of message do you have for us? It's me walking around. The client is very upset. She says that she can't even sleep in her own bed. That's not right. Can you make a noise like this? Okay, Kevin, let's see if we get anything from you.
We've come here specifically tonight to communicate with you. We've brought instruments with us that you'll be able to interact with, give us any kind of messages. And in one of these devices with the little lights on them, you'll be able to manipulate. Can you tell us your name? Is there more than one of you?
What do you want with the woman that stays in this room? Mike and Kevin walking around doing an EMF sweep in the room. K2 seems pretty normal, just like it was flat 0.0 around the whole house until we hit the fridge.
You do know you don't have to stay here. They feel uncomfortable with your presence and you can leave. You can go to the light.
I'm going to send 2 more people in here, and you know, I hope that you speak to them. I'm hoping that we've captured something on these devices here that we've set on the bed for you. We're going to review them immediately, so we'll hear something if if you talking to them. I mean, there's been no fluctuations as far as on the bed. It's 79 degrees, 0.0. I say we go ahead and bring in Ramon and Steve and see what they capture. Alright guys, we got some crazy stuff happening here on this investigation. Right now, as you saw earlier, I sent Ramon and my lead assistant, Steve, into an investigate. The client decided to get in on the EVP session, and when she did, she got, well, I'll let you guys look for yourself, but it looks like scratches on the back of her neck. We reviewed the DVR footage and noticed that at no time did that particular person move her hand or anything like that up to possibly scratch herself. And that was also when Ramon was in there slightly provoking a little bit. So I want to get his side of the story and see, you know, what he thinks might have happened. So this is Ramon, our investigator. So what happened in there? I mean,
basically we started in the bedroom, and I went up there and I got into the bed. I slightly provoked it, wanted it to touch me, lay on me, hold me down, the stuff that we're having, that she's telling us is happening. When I didn't have that, I basically called it out again and said, you can't do it, you just don't have the power, I'm a big guy, come get me if you're such a tough guy. When it didn't do anything, I went downstairs and I said, I'm going to go to your second favorite spot, which happens to be the couch. And I stood in front of the couch where the young ladies were, and I called it out again, slightly provoking it, saying, come sit on my lap, come hold me down, pull me, scratch me, whatever you want to do. And then one of the young ladies sitting on the couch said, wow, I have a burning sensation. And then when she put her head down, I used a light to look at her neck, and she had scratch marks on her neck. And your tech that's watching the cameras said that she did not move whatsoever until she said, ow, I have a burning on my neck. From then on, we came out to speak to you.
Okay. Thanks, Ramon, for that recap. Steve, our assistant lead here on the investigation, you got some documented photos of this. Would you be so kindly as to show us those, just so that way everybody who's watching can see? Alright, so guys, we're gonna see the photos here that Steve, our lead assistant investigator, took, as well as Ramon. And this is the first picture here. Would you mind zooming in on that, sorry, for everybody so that they can see? Now, the good thing is that, you know, it's not 3, so it's not the mocking of the Trinity or anything like that, so it's not demonic in nature. However, we've apparently stirred something up in there, so we're all going to go in there now, and let's roll on every piece of equipment that we possibly can, because we definitely need to get some closure for the client here.
Yes.
Okay?
We were sitting here trying to be quiet and everything, and I had my hand back on my hair where my clip is, just trying to get comfortable, and my neck got hot, so I thought, okay, well, something, you know, my neck's hot, I wonder why. Rubbed my neck, and didn't think nothing about it, leaned back again, just kind of was getting comfortable, and then all of a sudden my neck got hot again. So I leaned up, and then my neck got hot that last time. So I was feeling to see if there was a zipper back here or something that may have scratched my neck, and I was telling Leanne, my neck is hot, you know, why is my neck hot? Around here we've got bugs that'll do that, so. And then I told her, I said, well, feel my neck and see what's wrong with it. And when I leaned up and I had her feel my neck, she could feel the lump, I guess you could say, or whatever it is, the roughness of what felt like a scratch.
I don't know if you guys can see that in night vision, but there are scratches, and we are going to show them as far as the pictures, because the pictures are in
I don't
full
know
color.
what they look like yet.
It's just one scratch down, like from the middle part of your neck down, like in between your shoulder blades a little bit, and it just looks like it's just like a little scratch. It almost looks like somebody took like a necklace like this that's gold and metal and just scraped it on your. But obviously you're wearing a necklace that.
Leather on.
Yeah, I mean it's leather, so that's not going to do
There's
that.
no.
Like a chief.
Yeah, almost like a chafe kind of thing.
There's no knot on it that would have scratched it, and unfortunately, there's not a zipper back here. That
Yeah, I was just shooting it to show everybody that there's no zippers back there, so nothing to scratch you.
This is one of those couches that don't even have anything back here, and that was my main thing I was feeling for, to see what could have been scratchy on it, and there's nothing there.
Well, thanks for the kind of recap here, and just so that everybody can kind of see that, you know, the stuff is real. It affects, you know, anybody. But thanks, Dawn.
No problem.
Well, Pat, one of the investigators who's actually here at base camp, says that she smelt stale tobacco. We've investigated the area. There is no tobacco or, you know, smell of that kind. Right now, I don't smell anything. It smells like a kitchen. Yeah. You know, the air is plain. There isn't really anything that, you know, really jumps out at me. So we're definitely going to have to kind of watch this and see if we get any kind of like anomalous smells, because nobody on my team smokes, at least not during an investigation, and much less it be pipe tobacco, because Pat is pretty experienced in identifying what is actual, you know, tobacco and that kind of thing. She is a corrections officer, so she does have a very reputable background. You'll have to forgive us, we're not showing her on camera, but she had told us that, and you know, Pat, they can hear your voice, so I mean, if you just want to tell them what happened, I mean.
Okay, as I was sitting here watching the cameras, then all of a sudden it was just right beside me a smell of stale tobacco, and as soon as I smelled it, it reminded me of my grandfather, of the pipe tobacco he used to smoke. Then not long after that, on the counter there was a couple light taps on one end and then a couple of light taps on the other end, and it kept going back and forth a couple of times.
Okay. I appreciate the overview, and I mean, as far as looking on the counter, I mean, there's soaps, there's, you know, bottles that don't have anything in them, you know, there's screen cell, it's like a cement, I mean, nothing that would really, you know, stink this area up of stale tobacco. We've got Ramon Vivas right now. He's hard at work. We got a ghost box session going here. How many of you are in this home? Is this here 4?
Can you get any more volume out of
You
it?
just hear yep. Are you guys trying to cause harm to our client here? You know that makes her uncomfortable, right? Tell us what your name is. Anybody else here, Jim? Why did you scratch Dawn? You know you can leave this house, right? Will all you spirits leave this house if we ask you to? Say what my name is, just to prove that this stuff isn't rigged.
Come on down. Come downstairs from the loft. Come downstairs and talk to us. Can you just say my name?
Alright guys, well, we're going to go ahead and we've wrapped up this investigation. It's about 3:30 or so. And we've had, you know, a bunch of different experiences. Kevin even had some K2 hits just as we were about to wrap up. But everybody's pretty tired after this investigation, so we're going to go home and we're going to recollect ourselves, and we'll check out the evidence, and then there'll be a reveal. So thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the videos.